We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
It's week 2 of the high school football season. Welcome to Bishop Chatard High School as the Trojans open up their home schedule tonight. They'll take on the Lions of Leo, coming in at 1-0 after their win last week over Fort Wayne 42-0. The Trojans on the road last week knocked off a very good Lafayette Jeff team, that final of 35-7. High school football on IndianaSRN is brought to you tonight by Fox 59 Now in the high school football game of the week. Morales Group Staffing, empowering people, building futures. Hancock County LifeWise Academy. Every student becomes a story of hope that can reshape a generation. Wheeler Mission. Hope changes lives, and hope starts here. Burtner Electric, your trusted electrician partners since 1986. Piper Logistics, we stand as your comprehensive logistics partners. Class 101, our mission is to empower students, serve families, and inspire greatness. The Indianapolis Star, working tirelessly to make a place you call home much better. Boilermaker Local 374, representing highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. And the IndianaSRN sports page, sports coverage coast to coast and border to border. Troy Dergowski along with Coach Keith Myers, a beautiful night for high school. She's not on the air yet, Coach, but don't be trying to pull that on me now. Beautiful night for high school football here tonight in week 2 of the high school football season. And Coach, both teams opened up with big wins last week. Both were dominant in both those games, and this should be a fun one here tonight.
Yeah, Leo, coming from Fort Wayne area, now has tackled Central Indiana football, if you will. Big test for them to see. You know, they've had made some noise up north. Now they're going to tackle Central Indiana. And what a great opponent. Well, by the way, you're going to play Indianapolis Chatard, your first game coming down to the Circle City.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Both teams, again, very impressive last week. And we're going to talk about both these teams in depth here in just a couple of moments. But it's week 2. You got all the jitters out in week 1, and now you start focusing as you go week by week. Because we talked about last week, it goes very fast, and you got to be ready to play every week.
Well, the good thing is you're both 1-0, so you looked at film and you look at it and you feel pretty good about your team right now. And then you work on the little things, because each week you want to work on little small things. By week 9, you want to be almost near perfect to get ready for sectional play. Because believe it or not, in the state of Indiana, you could go 0-9, get into sectional, and run the table and win a state championship. Is it fair? I don't think so, but that's the way they do it here in the state of Indiana, and it makes it very interesting.
Well, Coach, last week both defenses, I think, were very, very impressive, and that's what maybe when I look at these two teams, just how well they played last week. Offensively, for Leo, they didn't have to put out as much as they did against Fort Wayne. On the other side, you knew that it was going to be a tough one for Bishop Chatard at Lafayette.
Yeah, but you scored points, right? You were happy with the points, and with Bishop Chatard, you know, they had a pretty good offensive juggernaut as well. Both defenses played very well. I would think both coaches would want to work on little fundamentals of little ticky-tack penalties here and there. control the clock situation. But all of that, they both probably got a B-plus rating, and that's not bad for week 1.
All right, let's talk about the Leo Lions. As we mentioned last week, a 42-0 win over Fort Wayne. We're going to highlight a couple of their players here in just a little bit. Their head coach is Jason Dorfler. I know he's happy with what they had last week, but let's take a look at the head coach and doing some really good things with Leo.
Hey, he's done a really good job up there, Leo, and you look at the stature, looks like he's very good. 5th year, 36-13. He's won a regional championship in 2023.
And they've got a quarterback last week, Luke Marquardt, 7 of 13, 121 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He also ran for 33 yards, and he's a guy that throws a really nice ball. We watched him in warm-ups a little bit ago, and you got to be very aware of what he's able to do on the football field.
New quarterback, new opportunity, makes a statement against Indianapolis Chatard. He'll be a household name before you know it.
Now, running-wise, Paul Woods last week, he'll get the start tonight. At least he was ranked the number 1 running back in the depth chart. But Isaiah Detmer, watch this young man right here, 7. All right, when we come back, we'll continue our scouting report. We'll take a look at the Trojans of Bishop Chatard. Impressive win last week. They knocked out Lafayette Jeff, who was in the top 5 in 6A last week. But the Trojans made it look easy with a 35-7 win. We'll talk about the Trojans next, right here on IndianaSRN.
There it is. We're back here at Bishop Chatard High School, and a little extra bonus there, fireworks and even a cannon being fired off.
I started counting, and I wanted to make sure Laura didn't go underneath the desk. And man,
Woo!
that shook me up a little bit.
That's a nice little ambiance, isn't it?
Pretty
we
nice.
always ask for every
There you
week
go.
is ambiance for sure.
Ambiance.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This is a Bishop Chatard football program that is an elite program, and we've been honored to be able to be here year after year, and we're back here for another season. And I tell you what, they do it right. The tailgate that goes on, they have a new facility being built right behind us. Kind of took away your privileged parking that you generally have.
They took away 75 spots. Where's my fans going to sit?
Well, I'm sure they'll find a place somewhere over there in the woods where most of your fans belong, in the woods.
Fine.
Hey, let's talk about the Trojans. I was very, very impressed with their win last week over Lafayette Jeff. You don't go to Lafayette very often and beat a high-powered offensive team like the Broncos and hold them to 7 points, but I tell you what, they really impressed me.
It all starts with their coach, though. Rob Doyle, their head coach. He's been around for a long, long time. Coach Doyle knows how to win championships, and like it or not, a lot of people think, well, yeah, but he's at Chatard. Well, you got to win games. You got to win state championships. You would take a look at Coach Doyle and our hotspot. A good man, really welcomes us all the time we're here. He actually looks good in a baseball hat. Look at the state championships. 1, 2, 3, 4 state championships. That's not a fluke, my friend.
Well, in the last couple of years, they had the success factor where they had to move up to the 5A level. They're back down in 4A, and they're ranked in the top 5 in every poll there is out there.
When we first broadcast them, they were 3. Remember? We moved with them. So, but they have 2 great key players. You want to introduce them?
Well, let's start with Harrison Odom. I think let's start with the quarterback.
Okay.
This young man last week, 19 of 28, 225 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I remind you that Harrison Odom was not naturally the quarterback that he is right now because he was in other positions.
Okay. He knows how to play quarterback. He knows how to play tight end.
Yes.
He knows how to play center.
Yes.
And he also knows how to shoot lacrosse.
Yeah.
Because we saw him had 8 or 9 lacrosse goals during the year last year, too. So, look at this run. You got everybody in the stand, all the little kids running out. That's pretty cool.
That's why you build let's go ahead and do Odom here because I want to see Harrison Odom. He's going to be a big key to this football team, not only tonight but for the rest of the year. And as I mentioned, you go 19 of 28 in your first start of the season, I'll take those numbers anytime.
You'll be sizzling, right?
You'll be sizzling for sure.
There like you did in Wyoming.
Well, yeah, but he's not quite to the Heisman level I was, but he's getting close. Not bad for game 1.
5'11", I think he's 6 foot 6'1". Look at him down there. He's taller than 5'11".
How did you even know he was there? You were walking around hobnobbing with everybody else down there. You didn't even notice that Laura and I were still standing there, and you took off. Let's take a look at another young man, Daniel Adams. He's been, and you see him right there, number 4. You're going to get a graphic of him here in a minute. But this young man is only about 5'5", 5'6". But let me tell you what. Yeah, but last week, 29 carries, 127 yards. And 2 touchdowns. This guy's a real deal, even though he's only 5'6".
Okay. Well, what are you, 5'7"?
Well, again, honestly, it doesn't really matter how tall he is. He's an explosive running back.
Okay, I agree completely.
Yeah, and he certainly has a good offensive line to run behind as well, and that'll be a big key here again tonight.
The white hat today? You know how many years he's been
officiating?
You said
50. No. 60?
45 years.
45 years.
Roger Holder's been doing it for 55.
Okay.
When you walk on the field and you have this crew, there's over 300 years experience. You can't argue.
No.
You just got to go. Coin toss tonight brought to you by, you ready for this?
Who's this?
Morales Group.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Who's the player of the game tonight? Who's sponsoring that?
I'll tell you later.
We get surprised by that every week. We're
Coin
really
toss.
never really sure who's the player of the game sponsor. So it will be Leo getting the football first, and that Trojan defense will be out there first tonight. We'll get a look at Luke Marquardt, the starting quarterback, and that Leo offense as well. The other games we have going on tonight on the family and networks, including Shortridge at Covenant Christian, Indian Creek is at Heritage Christian, and Burbuff is at Mount Vernon. And, Coach, there's some big games again in Week 2. I'm going to highlight just 4 of them. Ben Davis will play at Avon tonight. Carmel is at Westfield. How about East Central and New Pal? 2 teams that are number 1 in their respective classes. And then Garin will be at Pendleton Heights. Those are just some of the big games tonight.
We already got some scores for you. Eastern Hancock leads North Decatur 14-0. Roncalli leads Franklin Central 8-0. And Mount Vernon and Brebeuf leads 7-0. And I got one for you, one more. Heritage Christian and Indian Creek is tied at 7, I do believe. But we'll keep you up abreast all of those.
Foster Swaney, number 8. Isaiah Detmer is number 7, the 2 deep men of the 3 that are back right now for the Leo Lions. The other one will be Paul Woods. He'll be the starting tailback tonight. I want to remind you, this broadcast is a copyright production of IndianaSRN and the IHSAA, and a use, reproduction, recording, unauthorized transmission of audio or video is strictly prohibited. We are underway here from Bishop Chatard inside the 5-yard line. Leo will have the football first, and on the return across the 20 out to about the 22. That was Isaiah Detmers. Here's the offense tonight for the Lions of Leo. And there you see Marquardt, the starting quarterback, number 3. Paul Woods will share time, but he'll get the start tonight, number 24. And that offensive line, though not big, very effective.
I will be very interested to see how Luke handles the pressure in the first 2 series. The first series might be jittery, but it will take a while for him to get used to the speed that he will see in this game.
And we'll get a look at that Bishop Chatard defense coming up in just a couple of moments. Marquardt will look to throw as he rolls to his right. Here comes pressure, gets rid of the football. Ball's going to be knocked away. Good defense there by Bishop Chatard and number 2, Murphy Kinnett. You see him. He was the one that just made the play. Jagger Guidry, the inside linebacker. Did you see the picture of him down on the fence?
Yeah.
We ought to start calling him No-Neck Guidry.
I know it.
Because he is built like a Mack truck right there. But those guys, very, very good on defense. And quick. And they will be very, very tough to score against this season. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Lions of Leo. As they put a man in motion, reset him to the right. Marquardt will hand it off. It'll be Woods on the carry, and Woods across the 25, close to the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd down passing situation here. You got to watch the ball because you're messing with a pretty good field position if you give up the ball here for Chatard.
That offensive line, 190, 250, 310 in the middle. That is Gus Stuckey. They'll like to run behind him, 240 and 250 on the left side.
Think they go to Taco Bell?
Taco Bell? I think they'll stay away from the tacos.
Okay.
Trips to the near side, 3rd down and long. Lone setback will be Woods. Woods will get the carry over the right side. He's going to get the 1st down and more, very close to the 35-yard line. So 1st down for the Leo Lions. On the stop there, Murphy Kinnett, once again, the 5'10", 165-pound senior.
Yeah, and you see the trap there. You see the hole. Great hit the hole and just go up the field, young man.
So our first down of the night. Max Schreck, one of the 2 receivers here to the near side. They'll go with 4 wideouts. 3-man rush now for the Trojans, and jumping up front, I think you got Tyler Palakin, the defensive tackle, just a sophomore.
That's that hood.
That hard count.
Yeah. What you were famous for in Wyoming.
Yes. So it'll be 1st down and 5.
Our audience in 59 probably is going to be amazed that you are a big-time quarterback back in the day.
Somebody had to be.
Yeah.
So it might as well have been me, right? 1st down and 5 for the Lions. Marquardt will hand off.
Wow.
This one to the 45-yard line on the carry, Isaiah Detmer. Detmer last week, 60 yards on the ground, 47 yards through the air.
How about 5'11", 170 pounds? He's going to be hard to get down.
And they like using Woods and Detmer equally.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it's going to be hard to really gauge which one of those 2 backs will be the feature back throughout the year, but I think they like them both.
I kind of like how they've controlled the ball. That they put the ball up a couple times, didn't work, and now started running the football. That's pretty impressive.
I think the one thing they want to do is control the time of possession.
Yeah, because Chatard can score quick.
They can. Trips to the near side. It'll be 1st down and 10. Woods in motion. The handoff. It'll be Detmer as he got hit immediately. Jagger Guidry, who we talked about before, this guy's an impact player as an outside linebacker, but he's also beefed himself up to about 193 pounds, too.
But you also, in the backfield, you had him slowed up and everybody else surrounded him. This place is rocking full. We got people around the fence. And both ways.
Highlighting Tanner Sparks right there, another one of those talented sophomores for the Trojans. It'll be 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd down and about 11. Handoff. It'll be Detmers bouncing to the outside. He's going to get into Chatard territory. But a flag is down, and that's generally going to be a holding penalty. And if it is, it'll be a first. It will be against the Lions. Last week, Leo, in their 42-0 win, only had 268 yards of total offense, but they still scored 42 points. That shows me very efficient offense last week.
Yeah, I would think that would be pretty
I'd take
good.
that, yeah.
So now they mark it back 10 yards.
And we'll put it nose of the football at the 38-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by Officially Human. We ask that you respect the officials, respect the game.
If we don't have them, we can't play.
By the way, we want to welcome Fox 59 Now. This is the Fox 59 Now Game of the Week. Good partnership with them.
And our good friends up in Fort Wayne is watching us tonight.
Yeah. I want to welcome all the fans up there. It'll be second down and 20 here for the Lions.
Oh,
Marquardt has all kinds of time. Has a man open on the near side. Ball will be caught, hard hit, but a great catch. Or did he hold on? Yes, the official says he did. That'll be Klopfenstein making the catch. Jackson, 6 foot, 165 and a senior, and that's a big play right there. Take another look at it.
Look at the time he's had here. Nice catch. Oh, security.
Well, he had all the time in the world, that being the quarterback, Luke Marquardt.
You see what he did, though, when he caught the ball? He hit it from both officials.
That's the way to do it.
You coach that.
That's right. So now it'll be first down and 10 for Leo. The running back will be Isaiah Detmer. 2 receivers split even to each side as Marquardt will hand it off to Detmer as he'll try to get to the outside. Short gain, maybe a yard or so, and that's about it.
This defense has been on the field now for 4 minutes, and this is not what they're used to doing. Some scores for you. Rochester and Tippecanoe Valley, 6-0 Tippecanoe Valley. Indian Creek, 14, Heritage Christian, 7. Mount Vernon, 0, Babuff, 7. And Shortridge leads Heritage Christian, 7-0.
Football at the 34.
A lot of football today. And 3 big games tomorrow in Indiana.
So once again, the Lions with second and long. Detmers will stay in as the lone setback. Play action here from Marquardt, rolling, throwing over the middle, has his man, ball caught, first down. Once again, it'll be Klopfenstein making the catch. You don't see very many teams throw over the middle, but so far we've seen that effectively tonight for the Lions. And another first down, and they're in the red zone now at the near 18-yard line. Marquardt showing excellent patience on that rollout.
Well, this is exactly what they wanted to do in this drive.
Yeah, get a score early. Detmer's the lone setback. Woods will stay in the lineup as well. And the pitch, it'll be to Detmers over the right side, and Detmers gets a hard hit as he goes down. Looked like it might have been number 5, Jagger Guidry once again, the outside linebacker, the first one there to make the stop.
I don't think he got anything.
Yeah, they're going to call it no gain. It'll be second down and 10. But so far that hasn't bothered the Lions.
They're looking right into sun. This sun is right in their eyes until about 8 o'clock tonight. What a beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Breezy, 85 degrees on a hot summer day, and usually like 99 when we're up here.
Landon Kinchy will be the lone receiver to the short side of the field. It'll be second down. Let's call it second and 10. Marquardt, high snap over his head. Big play here. He jumps on the football back at the 35-yard line. Our first game last week in Kokomo, we saw that happen a lot between the center and the quarterback.
Yeah. And you wonder who is fault, and the quarterback is going to bring the center, and the center is going to bring the quarterback.
Well, if you want to kill a drive, that'll do it. There you take a look at some of the Leo fans that have made their way, and they're facing the sun, as you mentioned, at least for a little while longer.
Third down and double sticks.
Yeah, they got to get to the 8-yard line for a first down, opening drive, and they've used a lot of clock already.
That's a great defensive move there for Chatard today.
So third and long once again.
Coming right into your front yard.
Detmer, and whistles will stop the play, and this should go against the Lions. And they'll be called for motion. Second big penalty on the Lions on this drive. Wow, that's a killer.
There's Jerry Ross, the veteran official. Yeah, this is going to hurt you. Now it's third down and more than I can count.
Yeah, now you just say the proverbial third and long, really long. Boy, killed a couple of their plays right here, all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Wow.
Isaiah Detmer's the lone setback. 4 receivers. Marquardt looks to throw. Has his man in and out of the hands of his intended receivers. It falls incomplete. Kinsey, the intended receiver, can't come up with it, and that'll be 4th down, and the drive will stall thanks to a couple of penalties.
I think the Leo fans wanted pass interference. I didn't see that. Did you?
No.
Go get the ball. So now you were actually in field goal position, and now you find yourself punting the football.
Caden Dahl will punt it away as he stands at his own 46-yard line. Short kick. It'll take a bounce inside the 15 and a Leo roll, and they'll put it down at the 5-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over 1st and 10. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Morales Group Staffing. They're connecting people with purpose and helping build better futures, one story at a time. Harrison Odom, the senior, 19 of 28, 225 yards and 3 scores last week. And he's going to give it to a young man by the name of Daniel Adams a lot tonight.
Yeah, what cannot Harrison do? Harrison does it all.
You mentioned already a multi-sport athlete, getting the chance to be the quarterback of this football team this year. And there's Adams on the carry, finds a hole up the middle, takes a hard hit, and goes down. Here's the offense here for the Trojans.
Look at that front line. Big.
That name right there, Julio Graves.
Yes, sir.
Seems like he's been around for about 8 years.
I think he's been in that 8-year senior spot for a long time.
Yeah, but he's a talent. But they've got a lot of good receivers to work with this year. We'll take a look at that Leo defense coming up in just a couple of moments as well. It'll be 2nd down after a gain of about 7. By the way, nice feature in the Indianapolis Star today about Adams as the carry over the left side gets the 1st down. Take a look at this Leo defense as well. Shutout Fort Wayne last year. And you see they'll go with a 3-4 defense, and those guys up front, they know how to play the run.
And if you really did some scouting, you know, they're pretty soft in the secondary. So if Chatard can get a passing game here, that may be the tell of the tape here.
1st down and 10 for the Trojans. We're now at 4 minutes remaining in a quick opening quarter. Stack trips left, handoff, it'll be to Adams, and he will go nowhere. Didn't look like that play was going to develop a whole lot. Caden Wagoner, the outside linebacker, only 150 pounds, but he's in there to make the stop.
150 pounds, hey, it's still a big boy.
150 pounds?
Yeah.
Your left leg is 150 pounds.
Well, he could knock me over. Guarantee you.
Well, I know he could do that, but still. You don't see many linebackers that are 150 pounds. But he made the tackle that time. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Boy, the big guy in the middle there, Maddox Dwyer, one of the top offensive linemen in the state of Indiana.
They stacked the box on this play.
And they'll look to throw. Ball will be caught and quickly covered up on the reception. That's going to be Cam Harden. He goes down immediately as Tanner Mickelson, the senior corner, makes the stop, and it's going to be 3rd down after gain of about 4.
I do a draw play right here.
Well, now we always want to remind our listeners about you in baseball. Because you would squeeze somebody in from home plate.
You know, it worked 99% of the time.
Yeah, it did.
Did you watch Little League Baseball this year?
No, I didn't.
You know how many people suicide squeeze?
None.
That's exactly right. Here comes a pass.
Yeah, that's right. Trips to the near side. 3rd down and long now. Odom to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He can run, and he's going to get the 1st down. Barely. Good pursuit defensively by the Leo Lions.
Are they going to give him the 1st down? They sure are. Okay.
By the way, Paul Woods, the inside linebacker, there to make the stop at a 1st down again for the Trojans.
Indian Creek 21, Heritage Christian 7. And that game is just now in the 2nd quarter.
And we're coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this opening period of play. 4 wideouts now for the Trojans on 1st down. Lone setback will be Daniel Adams. He'll put a man in motion, play action, throw out on the flat. Ball will be caught by Harden. Harden has running room, and he'll get another 1st down.
You got to love that pass, get rid of it, and then just sprint up the field. Blockers are doing what they're supposed to do. No one held. Good first down, and we're under 2 minutes to play.
Last week, Cam Harden, 5 receptions and 34 yards. Brooke Haynes had the big game, 6 receptions, 100 yards in their win over Lafayette Jeff, 35-7. One of the 3 receivers to the near side will be Julio Graves, had 5 receptions last week. Handoff to Adams, trying to bounce to the outside, nowhere to go. Stopped immediately by the defensive end, Caden Dahl, and it could be a loss of yardage of a couple here. So it'll be 2nd down and 12.
You think Leo's defense had a number 4 run the ball?
I would think so, yeah.
We have a updated score as well. Shortridge and Covenant Christian tied at 7. Ron Qualls, coaching Shortridge High School, been around a long, long time.
So 2nd down. Harrison Odom will put a man in motion. That'll be Adams, and he'll take the pitch. Adams has a lead blocker. Adams
look at that
to
speed.
the 50, and he'll get a first down here to the near sideline, close to the 44.
He has 2nd gear, and then he has high gear.
And he also had a block of Cam Harden leading the way on the near sideline. So first down to the 44. Clock will continue to tick. We're under a minute remaining. That is Julio Graves as you get another look at the run there by Daniel Adams. Graves split wide left. Good look there at Brooks Haynes. Handoff Adams up the middle. Big hole at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Daniel Adams from 44 yards.
And Troy, with the touchdown like that, it only looks like a 14-point swing because you were on your way in to score where you fumbled the football. Now they come down, 2 minutes later and scores on you.
Great run by Daniel Adams. His 3rd touchdown rushing of the season. And now the extra point attempt. And boy, Daniel Adams picking up where he left off last year. Here is Brody Langlois in to attempt the extra point. The kick is up. It is good. Trojans on top of this one, 7-0.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We are back once again here at Bishop Chatard, 7-0. The Fox 59 now game of the week. It's great to have them on board.
Oh, yeah, it's exciting to have them on board and, get to call the first half with you and then get the seat. And Laura Rogers is going to show her talents. And, this is a fun family event, and we're going to do this every week, the game of the week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We got great crew today, and Jerry, you're here, and there's the good-looking Chatard crowd.
That's the student section, by the way.
I know, and we also have the cheerleaders' trivia questions today.
What are the questions?
Yeah, you want me to give you them?
Yeah, I'd like to hear. At least give me one of them, because I can tell you how
many downs are there in a series?
Depends on how long you hold on to the football.
No. No, that's
you said
not
in
the
a series.
That's not.
Leo will get the football back for the 2nd time. There will be a return from around the 10-yard line, out across the 20 to the 25. Take a look at the score by Daniel Adams just moments ago. You get a end zone view, huh?
Watch this.
Whoop.
I'm just going to hit it in high gear here now. Come catch me.
That was a great play. By the way, the young man who got in the middle of that was Cam Harden.
You won't believe this, but I ran that fast when I was at Howe High School.
I know you did.
With the leather helmets and stuff.
Anytime I drive by, which is now it's a middle school, right?
Yes, sir.
Anytime I drive by there, your plaque is still hanging on a tree over there.
Is it
on
the tree?
On the tree.
Okay.
First down and 10. Football just across the 25. Leo had a good drive going, but penalties hurt them in their first possession of the night. They're going to run it this time to Detmer, and Detmer is going to get dropped. He may lose yardage on this one.
I would just run the clock out, go to the sidelines, and regroup.
Jagger Guidry in there to make the stop, the outside linebacker. And time will run out here in this opening period of play. After one, Trojans on top, 7-0.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with On Demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Hey, don't forget, sports fans, follow IndianaSRN, Twitter at IndianaSRN, YouTube, IndianaSRN. Follow us for live webcasts, game updates, highlight scores, and stories celebrating Indiana student athletes and communities. If you want IndianaSRN to cover your team, email coach at IndianaSRN.org. IndianaSRN, your home for high school sports.
That guy, that coach guy, is the bomb. Brian Wilkes loves him.
Does he? I bet he does. 2nd down and 12. Beginning of period number 2 here from Bishop Chatard. Marquardt looks to throw, leads his intended receiver just a little bit too much as it falls in complete. Foster Swaney, the intended receiver. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Troy, there, the little happy feet. Talk a little bit about quarterback when they feel a little bit of pressure, they move their feet a little bit. Does that throw off that ball a little bit?
I think it does, but I think it kind of depends on how the game's going. As a quarterback, do you start hearing the footsteps coming and then you get a little too happy feet? You got to set your feet and make the throw.
With this being his 2nd series, you think he's calmed down, or you think?
Yeah,
okay.
All that went away in the first series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially success.
Yeah, exactly. Trips left. Big 3rd down here for Luke Marquardt. And whistles.
I
We've
think
got
you
another
got it
penalty.
away a game.
Looks like movement here to me.
Nope.
There
delay.
will be delay.
That's a 40-second penalty. Because you got 40 seconds. Once the ball's dead, you got 40 seconds. And, you can't afford, especially as good as these teams are, you can't afford giving them those things.
Well, I'm sure that you could look back at that first drive, and again, they made a couple of big plays, and now you're looking at yourself kind of shooting yourself in the foot too many times, and you can't do that in a game like this.
And that 40-second clock now begins 25 seconds as he reset that as the scorekeeper timed it this first time.
And I'm pretty sure it's the same play as what they would have had in the last play. Trips to the left. Play action once again. Marquardt flushed out of the pocket. Good coverage downfield. Marquardt running for his life. Gets rid of it in time. And if he didn't, he was in big-time trouble. A flag goes down here on the near side.
They're going to call intentional?
Could be.
Because it did not get to the line of scrimmage. And Jerry Ross throws his flag as well here. I got to know it. Yep, intentional grounding.
Well,
that defense has sniped a little bit.
Well, one thing about Luke Marquardt, I'll take that other than getting sacked way back there for sure.
Yeah, but when you start running, you got to run open lane. You can't just run where the defense is.
Did you see those guys coming after him, though? They have that look in their eye like they're going to rip your head off.
Can't you say, don't touch me, don't touch me?
Oh, yeah, you can say that all you want. They'll even touch you harder.
Oh, okay.
In
scrimmage, you wear a red vest and they blow the whistle. And you put the ball back in the line of scrimmage.
So, in other words, you want him to stop and say, guys, I got the red vest on.
No, I want the officials to do their very best.
There you go.
because they're my friends. 4th down and way a lot.
Yeah, a lot of real estate to get to a first down. They would need the 36-yard line. And a 4th down, they're going to go ahead and punt it away.
You ready for this score?
Yeah.
Penn 28, Mishawaka 0. First quarter.
Penn's for real. Their quarterback is a stud.
Mechanical leads Carroll 6-0. Indian Creek now leads Heritage Christian 21-7. And Bloomington South 14, Martinsville 7. That is a rivalry game that you must see before you get done with football.
Okay. Caden Dahl will stand right at the back of the end zone. But before we do anything, Leo's going to talk about it first. Timeout on the field, 11:38 remaining period. 2 Trojans lead at 7-0.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
Back here at Bishop Chatard after the brief timeout.
Now you can't touch the white line.
Here comes the rush.
They came after it.
Short kick. Adams gets away, making sure he doesn't touch that football, and this is excellent field position for the Trojans. Want to remind you, IndianaSRN reaches thousands of sports fans with live coverage of our sports. You can partner with us and connect your business to passionate local communities. Coach at IndianaSRN.org. Just email him, say something nice. I'm sure he'll give you a good deal.
I'm sure I will. Rochester, Tippecanoe Valley, 14-0. Hey, our first schooler from Evansville, Memorial 7. Monterey 7, Castle 0. Thanks to John Lester back at the studio giving us all these scores today.
Mr. Lester. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Odom to throw.
He's got him
sideline. He's got his man. It just overthrows him. Cam Harden had a step on the defensive back, and it was just off the mark.
That would have been a good 6.
I like that play on first down. You get that defense now thinking, hey, they can throw it on first down. Might open them up a little bit more for the running attack with Daniel Adams. 29 carries last week. You know, the one thing about it, even though he's not a big running back, he'll carry the football 40 times.
And a typical Doyle game is all run. And he's shown a lot more passing this week than he has in a long time.
Trips to the right. They'll look to throw. A little swing pass to the outside. That'll be Harden. Has blockers. Flag is down. And Harden's going to score, I believe. No, they got him down inside the 5. But it looks like we got a hold out on the outside, which is generally not unusual in a play like that, because you're going out to block and you're trying to get your man as he's moving and the hands get a little free.
Yeah, I will tell you, a comment to the officials there, the line judge had to be released so he could catch the pass, right? The referee turns that corner to see that play. That's excellent officiating there.
How many years? 300 some years?
Oh, yeah, 300 plus.
That's about the time you were born, wasn't
it? 300 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, my wife thinks so. I moved that way.
That's true.
Oh, thank you.
Though as fast as you got off the field, we were out there pregame. Coach and I were standing over here, and you just kept walking. You didn't even know we were still down there, did you?
No, I didn't. The fastest I move is when the tailgate was open.
I beat you there, though, this time.
Yeah, you had 3 cheeseburgers today.
No, just a cheeseburger and a hot dog. And 2 cookies and chips.
You had chips?
I had chips. Second down and 20. There you go. First time that the Trojans have been at 2nd and 20. Odom to throw, has time. He'll step up. Now he's going to have to run the football. Gets to the outside, 40, 35. He won't get the first down, but a nice gain. What possibly was going to be a loss of yardage, Odom able to do it with his legs.
Yeah, now it's going to be 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, you're looking at about, 3rd and 4 now. Football will be at the 33.
Roncalli leads Franklin Central 14-0. But Buff is just putting it on Mount Vernon. 21-0. They're midway through the second quarter.
We saw that Mount Vernon team last week. They still have some things to work on that offense.
They'll be okay, though.
Yeah, they'll be all right. But they got a tough schedule.
You think?
I think they got New Pal coming up here pretty soon.
8 5A schools on their schedule.
That's way too many for me. 3rd down. In motion will be Harden. Odom looks to throw. Near sideline here is Julio Graves for the first time. He gets the first down at the 25.
You could hear him yelling up here.
One thing about Julio Graves is you've noticed him over the last couple of years. He's very rarely in the spotlight. I don't think he minds too much. He just comes out, does his job quietly, doesn't say a whole lot. Sometimes he's not the first go-to guy out there, but he doesn't seem to mind that either. Brooks Haynes along with Graves to the right.
You know, you get me the ball once in a while, I'm happy to be a team player.
Exactly. Adams on the carry, breaks one tackle, but he won't get the second one. One of those big 77, Gus Stuckey at 6'3", 310. One of the 2 tacklers in there for the Lions.
Lafayette Jeff is bouncing back from last week. They're up 7-0 against Maryville. They're in Maryville tonight. A lot of Northern Region games.
Yeah, teams are traveling a little bit further, it seems like, in some of these early games. 2nd down and 10. We've gone under the 10-minute mark here before halftime. Adams, the lone setback. Play action. Quick hitter, ball caught inside the 10, diving to the end zone, touchdown. It's going to be Julio Graves.
That makes you feel good right there.
That's an excellent pass. Good touch that time by Harrison Odom. And Julio Graves into the end zone. It's 13-0 Bishop Chatard.
How about 2 quick scores here?
Yeah.
And now, if you're Leo, you really shot yourself in that foot, and it's really costing you here.
Yeah, they're going to have to get something going pretty quick. Langlois in for the extra point. It is good. Trojans on top of this one, 14-0.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
I'm Randy Stegemuller with Class 101. Students want to go to college, they want to find that dream school, and that's what we're here for.
The confidence your child feels is beyond what you imagine you're going to get out of it.
I love that I get to work with students from middle school all the way through high school.
Whatever it may be, I know she's there.
We're making sure that when the package is put together at the very end and we apply to a college, that they rise to the top of the list.
How can you not sign up?
Well, the Trojans out to a 14-0 lead, 9:33 to go here in the second quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Industrial and Electrical Sales of Indiana, delivering quality electrical products, expert service, and innovative solutions to contractors and industries across the Hoosier State. So the Trojans able to get on the board once again. Leo needs to get something going offensively. They had that first drive that was successful up until they had 2 penalties that really killed that drive. Off the return across the 20. Take a look at the score. That is Detmer on the return.
Nice.
Look at that throw.
Look at it. Well, look at the speed, though, right after he catches the ball.
Yeah, he's as fast as you're going to get. Isaac Smith.
And now it's going right into your living room.
It was number 9. There's Isaac Smith is the one who got beat first.
Tell him to get off my couch.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions. We'll put the football at the 22-yard line.
The Grill scoreboard 14-0, Chatard.
Luke Marquardt needs to get something going here for the Lions. You don't want to be on the road and down 21, maybe 28-0 before we hit the locker room. On the carry will be Paul Woods, and he might get back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Time of possession is not a factor yet, but I tell you what, if Chatard holds them here and scores again, you're really digging yourself in a hole.
Cole Lunsford may have gotten a stinger. He is coming off the field. And so an injury here for Lunsford, the senior at 6'2", 207. Very small defensive tackle. They will play always a 3-man front. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. And trips to the left. Woods will stay in as the lone setback. Here comes the blitz. That is Mayhill up the middle.
They didn't pick him
Yep.
up.
Here he goes. Marquardt trying to get away from pressure.
Oh,
and
got
the
the
official went down as well. How about that defense? And here, the veteran official went down.
Is he okay, though?
He could not get out of the way fast enough. I believe that was 51 who made the tackle.
Trainer is now checking on our official.
Bieniemy was the one who made the stop here. Now watch this. Whoop!
I mean, look. He got airborne and rolled a little bit.
Marquardt's like, hey, listen, at least block for me and then get away from these guys. All the way back, to the 2? Now, this is how many times there that you have now been stuck way behind the sticks.
Well, when a 6'1", 225 kid tackles you and then rolls on you, you got to be saying ow.
Yeah.
Because I would be calling for a medic now, and Laura would be taking my place right now.
Yes.
She would rush me to the hospital and tell Debbie he's okay. Just meet him at the hospital.
3rd down and extremely long. Leo's been in this situation a lot so far here tonight. Marquette to throw and knocked down. It'll be Jax Guidry, the safety, able to knock it away. It'll be 4th down, and here come the punting unit once again.
Covenant Christian leads Southport 14-7 at halftime. Babeuf leads Mount Vernon 21-7.
So they're going to have 2 cheerleaders coming up from Bishop Chatard.
Yep.
And you're going to ask them
the grill questions
of
the day.
Softball questions.
Yes.
Right.
And Laura will help them if they need some help because they're
and
afraid.
What was that first question again?
How many downs are in a normal series?
Well, we don't know because you don't know how
Troy,
many.
there's an answer.
Here's the one. Oh. It will take a Leo bounce to the 48.
That's why I'm working for free tonight, to entertainment for you.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Want to remind you, LifeWise Academy, helping students build character and faith through Bible-based education. LifeWise Academy, another great sponsor here on IndianaSRN. Can you give me a second question?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Last week we had some real dingers, let me tell you.
How many quarters are in a football game?
Well, did they go to overtime maybe?
No, Troy.
In a regulation game?
How many minutes are in a quarter?
Is this in the college or high school?
High school.
NFL?
These are high school games. Okay. And what is the best food in the press box, in the snack bar? They can't miss that one.
Well, they could have several different answers there. Maybe somebody likes a candy bar or something.
Well, there you go.
1st down and 10. Football at the Leo 48-yard line.
Hey, the grill staff really works hard to give them these questions.
Adams to the outside, 30, see you later, 20, 10, 5, dodges to the inside, touchdown from 48 yards. And Daniel Adams puts another 6 on the board, and he's having a heck of a first half.
That's incredible. Go back to the first series. You're on the drive. You're 3rd down on the 8. and all of a sudden now you're third down and a bunch.
Yeah.
And that cost you, that just cost you the momentum.
And they've been third down and a bunch, speaking of the Lions, a lot since then.
Yes.
So now the extra point, 7:32, and Adams adding another touchdown. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week, and the extra point is good. Trojans lead at 21-0.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
Mom said sleeping on my aunt's couch would be like a vacation. It sure is quiet without Dad yelling at Mom and making her cry. Sleeping in the back seat was like camping. It got pretty cold without blankets, but Mom cuddled me and kept me warm. When Mom's car got taken, she said our tent was just for one night, and she gave me her coat as a blanket. It's so nice to sleep in a bed again, and Mom's so much happier. I'm really glad we came here.
By the way, Keith will have his shirt off in the second half, carrying one of those flags.
I will not.
And I can't wait to get that on camera.
I will not do that.
How about that crowd? Look at that.
I know.
They always show up for Bishop Chatard football.
Oh, and the tailgate, you got to experience at least once.
I love it here. So it will be Detmer inside the 5-yard line, across the 20 and just shy of the 25-yard line. Let's take another look at the score by Adams.
Hits the hole here. No one touches him here. And really, it's untouched.
Yeah.
I like that move.
You know, the other thing is Cam Harden ran interference. He didn't have to run very much, just enough to get that defensive back's attention, and it took his eye off of Daniel Adams.
You know, they're building here on the grounds of Chatard. They're adding a new wing to the school, which we've talked about taking some parking places. But once that's done, this campus is going to be unbelievable. And almost now landlocked. I don't know where they would build.
They would have to probably get a huge donation out of your millions in order to make that happen.
Well, I will tell you this. Laura and I talked about this. She remembers when this was a dirt field, not grass, a dirt field, no stands on this side. The first time we came as SRN, Steve McClure and I was on a scaffold way up high, and it was a windy night, and you hear,
oh my.
Oh, yeah.
And you both climbed up there?
Yes. Well, I was healthier then. Steve McClure looks at me, he says, if I die, I get to go to heaven watching football.
Wow.
Some scores for you. Indian Creek leads in Heritage Christian 35-7. Castle leads Mater Dei leads 14-7. Lafayette Jeff leads Merrillville 14-7. McQuantacaw 20, Carroll 0. Shortridge and Covenant Christian leads 14-7. And now LaBeouf just scored again, and so has Mount Vernon back-to-back 28-7. And that game is going into halftime.
Good look at the Bishop Chatard cheerleaders after the timeout. Still 7:26 to go before halftime. Don't forget halftime. We'll get you update on scores.
We'll have stats for you.
We'll have stats for you, and then, of course, the ever so very difficult questions that will be asked of our cheerleaders.
And then Laura Rogers will be my halftime guest, and I'll then switch positions. Then she'll have the second half for you.
By the way, I got something to ask you here in a minute. First down, the option. Marquardt will keep it himself, able to get yardage out of this one to the 30-yard line. I brought your name up last night during our 5-setter volleyball, of course.
Yeah.
I'm still curious. Coach is sitting to my left. Laura's to my left. You're to my right. You're only going to work half. She's only going to work a half. But you're both getting full pay for the game?
I'm working for free tonight.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
You know how I do.
You don't work for
I'm not
free.
going to take money away from Coach. My day did start at 8 o'clock this morning.
All right, it'll be second down and about 4. Leo has not been past midfield in a long time. Handoff, it'll be number 7, I believe, Detmer on the carry to the 32-yard line.
How about this one, Troy? Lawrence North, 34. Fishers, 0.
Fishers is struggling.
End of 1.
They got shut out last week, if you may remember.
Yes.
They are really hurting.
Game I want to look at for is the Westfield Carmel game and see how that game is.
Yeah. So it'll be third down and 2. Leo wants to get something on the board before we head to the locker room. They'll change the play as Marquardt checking his wristband and what they will now run. There's a little bit of confusion on what they're going to do here. Marquardt will keep it himself, gets the first down and more. He's at midfield and into Bishop Chatard territory for the first down.
Do you think he saw that?
He saw something.
That in the line of scrimmage?
Yeah,
I did too, because Chatard put more people in the box, and he ran that wide. His tight end over here is yelling at him, "What are we going to run?"
Yeah. Yeah, and they had to hurry, too, because the play clock was beginning to wind down, and we already had earlier. Yeah, so it was at 1. So we had a delay of game earlier that really hurt them in one of their drives. So now it'll be first down football at the 41-yard line.
Well, he lined offside. Good job, bro. Put him back on there.
6:03 to go. Play action again. They'll throw out in the flat and dropped. Receiver tried to take off before he had a grip of the football. That was Max Schreck. So it'll be second down and 10. Tonight's game brought to you by Aspen Creek Grill, serving up great steaks, fresh favorites, and genuine hospitality at their 3 Indiana locations. And, Laura, we know that anytime we go to Aspen Creek Grill, he never pays for it.
Jerry does.
Yeah, he's got alligator arms.
That's exactly right.
Second down and 10. Handoff. It'll be the tailback Detmer on the carry. And it'll look promising at first, and the hole closes up rather quickly, so a short gain.
You know, Coach is new to this group. You know, she started her career with us with lacrosse and now doing the other games. You're really kind of making me look like I'm a bad guy.
I don't have to do that. Do I, Coach? 21-14, Westfield winning. Wow. 1 minute to go in that one.
That's a
first half.
That's a big game.
Yeah, Carmel opened up with a big win last week as well. Third down and long, and the Lions have been in this situation a lot tonight.
This is a big, you got to get this first down here.
Yeah. They'll have to get to the 31-yard line. Marquardt, here comes pressure. Marquardt lobs this one in the air. It's going to be caught inside the 30 for the first down.
Marquardt made that play. Kept his feet, didn't panic.
So Leo will get the first down. Paul Woods. Actually, Brett Sauter was the recipient, number 25, on the reception. So a first down now for the Lions. The deepest they have been in quite some time. We'll put the football at the 28-yard line. See if the Trojans will show any type of a blitz here. The carry by Detmer.
Fumble!
And it's inside the 25. Let's see if the Trojans were able to get the football, and I think they did. Looked like number 45 coming out from the bottom of the pile. That's Declan McAllister. And so a turnover for Leo as they shoot themselves in the foot yet one more time.
Promising. Boy, underneath there, I tell you what, you don't have, you got people pinching you, grabbing your fingers, stepping on your toes.
And those are the nice things.
Yeah, that's right. Then you get up and you get the ball and go, I'm the champ.
That's right. So a turnover by Leo. They're down 21-0. Plenty of time on the clock here for the Trojans. Odom with 2 in the backfield. It'll be Adams on the carry over the right side, close to the 30.
And if I'm Chatard here, I don't throw the ball tonight. I don't throw the ball the rest of the night. I run.
And they might. Every once in a while, though, you got to show pass just to keep the defense honest after the gain of 5 by Adams. Brownsburg is winning their game over Rabun Gap.
Tennessee, isn't it?
It's a 14-7, and that'll be a first down by Adams. What's the name of that school again?
Ravenburg?
Rabun Gap Nochi out of Georgia.
Out of Georgia?
Yeah. Ben Davis, Avon, 0-0 at halftime. Wow.
Avon is tough, though, Troy.
Bloomington South leading Martinsville 28-7 in the second. Brebeuf 14, Mount Vernon nothing. Ritter at Kettering, no score. Covington, Purdue Poly, no score there either. First down and 10, Adams on the carry again. Another big hole, and he's running like a fullback. And one of the Leo players ended up losing his helmet on that play.
Got to go
it's
out.
Close enough for another first down.
You don't want to lose your head in the pile.
Isaac Smith, the one who lost his helmet. New Pal, East Central 6-0 in the first. Danville leading Cascade at half, 28-14.
That Cascade team should be pretty good because I tell you what, they bring pretty much everybody back. Oh, yeah.
They like each other. First down and 10. Handoff up the middle. I think Adams got a break this time.
You know, those West Side teams don't really like each other much.
Nah.
Who was your rival?
Jagger Guidry on the carry. We had a team that was just to the north of us that we didn't get along with very well.
Our rival was Arsenal Tech.
Was it?
Yeah. We called it the Rock Bowl. I'll tell you why off the air.
Okay. Second down. Adams, by the way, getting that break, but he's back in the lineup. He'll get the carry. Adams back to the inside. Nice cutback. He's going to break loose. He's at the 15, the 10, 5 touchdown. Another run, 40 yards and a score.
Wow.
And Adams is just lighting things up here tonight.
He could be a Mr. Football candidate right there.
I agree. He ought to be in the running at least. I mean, we're only 2 games in, but boy, is he tearing up this Leo team tonight.
His dad cut in line
to get something to eat.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Excuse me, Coach, I need to get my food to see my son." Okay.
And you did.
I was polite.
Extra point attempt. Boy, and they scored quick, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
And the extra point kick is up. It is good. 2:34 to go before the half, 28-0.
Fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Vertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
High school football on IndianaSRN brought to you by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. How about Daniel Adams tonight?
I think he's pretty impressive.
Wow.
Hey, guess what? We're 2 minutes away
from the big
from
trivia?
the grilled trivia questions.
I'm going to prep your cheerleaders before they get here. I'm going to tell them to answer everything wrong and see what you do. There will be a return from the 5-yard line. And Leo, they got to hold on to the football the rest of this first half. They don't want to give the Trojans the ball back. Now watch his
Look at
cutback speed.
Look at the holes, though.
Yeah, but he sees the lanes about as well as anybody. By the way, Max Schreck on that return for the Lions. You get another look at it right here. His ability, though, not only to break the tackle, but just his burst of speed to the end zone has been nonstop here tonight. First down and 10. Luke Marquardt had him on a drive the last time out, but then could not do anything with it. Marquardt to throw, and it's off the mark, pass intended for Schreck. Second down and 10.
Their rhythm is really off now.
Yeah, they're off. Well, they feel like, even when we get something positive, we get the negatives, the penalties and things like that, or the fumble like what they had in the last drive, and they're really their own worst enemy here tonight in the first half.
We've had an official down. That you put that on your bingo card. We've had 28 points scored in the first half.
3 touchdowns by Adams.
You can have that on your bingo card. Your bingo card could be loaded today.
And they'll look to run the football. Here's Woods. He'll go nowhere.
There's nowhere to go, Troy.
No, there's not. What is impressive about this defense is their ability with a 3-man front to be able to get in those gaps and make the stops.
Timeout Chatard. Chatard's going to call timeout so they can get the ball back.
They can. They lead at 28-0. Get you updated scores again at halftime as well. Don't forget, after the game, if you don't want to stay up, we'll have all the scores on our sports page tomorrow. Plus, we'll also have our new feature, which we call Ouch. And those are games that when the score gets over 40 points, one team over another, we call it Ouch.
Ouch.
Yes.
Also, if you want to stay up late, 59 will have scores on their overtime show tonight as well. Maybe they'll have our highlights.
They should.
Well, they asked me to host that, and it's just this long drive from there to the studio.
Yeah.
Especially
you get paid more here than you would there, so you don't want to,
Maybe they'll give me a hot dog.
They might.
Nicole, if you're listening, I'll work for a hot dog.
You've worked for less.
I've worked for a candy bar this morning.
Yes, you did.
By the way, thank you to everyone who helped me set up today, starting at 8 o'clock. It ended about 3. I did take a 45-minute nap.
Good for you. Third down and 11. Marquardt will look to throw. Here they come, and they're going to get him quickly.
And you call another timeout.
They're going to say Jagger Guidry in on the stop, though there were several Trojan players there.
They're going to get this ball with 2 minutes to play. That's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Fourth down and long. They're going to get good field position unless the punter has one heck of a leg, and he can boom this one down around the 20-yard line.
I want to thank our staff with us real quick. Adele Morrill is on camera 1. Mitchell Adams on camera 2. I think Jerry Collins, our producer, director, is with us. Laura Rogers.
You think he's with us?
I think so. He's right by me. He hasn't said much to me on my headset today. Kokomo, he's giving me all kinds of trouble today.
He was, yeah.
I must be doing really good today.
You are.
Well, you know what it
You're
is?
doing an excellent job.
I'm with you. Of course I am. It's just brought out the tape.
Here's the punt on the way, and it's a pretty decent punt.
Oh, there you go. How about the leg you had?
There you go. That's exactly what they needed right there. That takes a nice Leo roll all the way down to, the 9-yard line.
Wow.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. But I remind you, there's still a minute 56, and you still have Daniel Adams in your backfield.
And you have one timeout left.
And they will, speaking of the Trojans, do everything they can to get something out of this drive right here with a minute 56 remaining. You were mentioning earlier how it could be a quick second half, because every time I think you're right, the Trojans are just going to run the football a lot in the second half. Adams, we'll have his numbers for you. He's had 2 runs of 40-plus yards for scores. He's going to catch that pass out in the flat, looks for the block. Adams has running room to the outside, will get out of bounds. He may get the first down, but he did get out of bounds at a minute 50.
I don't know who made Eastern Hancock unhappy, but they lead 49-0 in the second quarter against North Decatur. Indian Creek leads Heritage Christian 42-7 in the second quarter.
Does John Lester have nothing else to do besides give you scores?
He said he's going to watch all 4 games tonight.
Wow. So he must not be working. Odom to throw. Odom fires and throws an interception. There will be a return, and then he falls down.
Big play.
Detmers with the pick, and he'll get to the 18-yard line. First turnover of the night for Bishop Chatard. Take another look at it. I don't think he even saw him.
Well, he's under pressure. Oh, no, he just shot the gap, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was going to try to thread the needle between those 2 defensive backs right there, and unfortunately throws the interception with a minute 41. So here's a little bit of a chance now for Leo.
And they have 2 timeouts left as well. Plenty of time.
Love to get on the board right here before we head to the locker room. Out of the shotgun once again is Marquardt. Detmer on the carry, and he goes down immediately. Nothing there thanks to Jagger Guidry, once again, the outside linebacker. You have the 2 timeouts, but you want to try to hold on to something if you need them here in the red zone, but you don't want to wait too long. The other thing you don't want to do is
you don't want to interception.
Turn the ball over.
No,
yeah,
that's right.
Throw an interception and have a return the other way. One minute to go. Detmer, the lone setback. Marquardt to throw. 1-on-1 coverage here to the near side. It's up for grabs and overthrows the intended receiver. It'll go incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down.
They let more contact go on in high school football than I've ever seen before. Both of them pushed and shoved, but it's no foul.
Well, that pass was intended for Landon Kinchy.
Hey,
Stops the clock at 52.
College football starts tomorrow. Week 0.
Actually, tonight. 1 game tonight.
Who is it tonight?
Like Sisters of the Poor and somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody that, yeah, yep. See?
We can't say that.
Can't say that on here, no. 3rd down and 10. Man in motion. Marquardt to throw. Steps up and gets hit. Take your pick. 2 different players in there.
Well, you're out of field goal range, aren't you? You're on a 24, be a 34, 35-yard field goal. Look at that hit.
By the way, McAllister was the first one in there.
Hey, Muncie Central leads Yorktown 7-3.
That's a low-scoring affair there, huh? Both those teams picked up wins last week.
Yep. Yorktown leaving their conference and joining a new conference. But Buff and Guerin Catholic joining Mount Vernon's conference. Shelbyville leaving their conference.
I don't know what's going on.
I tell you what, a lot of people. Did the sun come out, or I need my sunglasses? Wow.
Yeah, their teams, schools jumping all. It kind of reminds you of college football.
Oh, don't get me started.
Everybody's jumping everywhere.
And schools are jumping conferences and then also leagues.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The world of college football is semi-pro football. Pay me.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay me, I'll just go back to the pros. Oh, maybe I'll play college again.
Yeah, maybe. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, 4th down. Marquardt, plenty of time over the middle. Ball's going to be caught and then fumbled. It'll be Bishop Chatard football. Well, they had the first down. That was Max Schreck, who would have been very close to that first down marker, but he's unable to hold on to the football, and Leo gives it up with 34 seconds remaining.
Okay, Coach, what do? Do you kneel?
Yeah, I think at this stage you probably just take it and go into the locker room with a 28-0 lead.
Oh, he had the ball.
You know who that was? Declan McAllister who stripped that football.
And then he did exactly what he's supposed to do. Face first with the football and then put it in your belly.
So now it'll be first down and 10. Adams again the lone setback. He gets the call to the outside, across the 15 near the 17-yard line.
Well, you got one timeout left. Doyle's going to call the timeout.
Well, he probably knows, like the rest of us, that Adams can break it at any time.
So Leo now has had 3 opportunities to score.
Yeah.
And has fumbled it, given it away, and
fumbled it again.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like on their first drive, it was pretty impressive.
Well,
they had a couple of drives that
they took 7 minutes off the clock.
And they had the one pass play on 3rd and long that got them the first down. Ended up with a holding penalty, and they ended up with a procedure penalty, and it was over. And they have never recovered from that. See, there is the name of Declan McAllister. He's made some big plays on defense, and there is the crowd here tonight. It is if you come late to a Bishop Chatard football game, you won't find a seat.
No. Well, you can sit on the visitor side.
Yes.
What I find very interesting tonight, no one is broadcasting on the other side. So I went over and checked out to see how warm it was. Ooh.
Pretty hot over there?
Yeah, it's nice and cool in here.
By the way, wait until Cathedral comes to town.
Oh, yeah. We are here that night.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
So 27 seconds, all the timeouts for Bishop Chatard have been used. The Odom has Adams as the lone setback, put him in motion. Here is Graves near side and driven out of bounds. It'll be a short gain.
Our whole complete schedule for the game of the week will be settled this week, and we'll have that on our website. Let folks know where we will be at next week. It is undetermined quite yet.
Does that include me? I mean,
yeah, you'll know.
Where am I going to be next week?
Your contract, I don't have to let you know until Thursday morning.
Oh, good. That's why you're such a sweetheart.
I know. That's why I named my dog after you.
Yeah,
Spot.
Trips to the right. Adams on the carry. Nice hole near side. Crossed the 35. Brought down around the 37, maybe 38-yard line.
Clock stops until they set the ball.
What a first half for Daniel Adams. 15 seconds to go. Odom to throw. Odom airs it out near side. Graves is there, and do we have a flag? No.
What?
Ooh. Ooh. That was really, really close.
I mean, they're doing the best they can, but he actually tackled him.
Just a little one.
Just a little tackle.
Now, 28-0, you probably didn't get, but if it were close, maybe you get it, right?
Maybe. But then
8
you'll
seconds.
be like my old coach said, if you're not going to call it that way, don't call it when it's not close.
There you go. Empty backfield for Odom. Odom will keep it himself. Boy, he takes a big hit at the 46-yard line. He's okay, though. I think he was starting to go down. It probably looked worse than it was, but that's going to do it for the first half. It's been a first half where Bishop Chatard taking full advantage of the mistakes made by Leo. And I think that for Bishop Chatard football fans, they are glad to see that Daniel Adams is carrying the football a lot tonight because he's been the real deal.
Yeah, I think a lot, if you look back in this first half, the tail of the tape is turnovers and it's not executing when you had an opportunity to execute. I think if Leo scored that first possession, and now it's 7-0 Leo, it might have been a different first half. But I tell you what, Chatard came out ready to determine when their backs was against the wall, they delivered it, and their defense really stopped any kind of momentum.
Yeah, the one thing about you notice about Bishop Chatard, again, I got to go back to last week because Lafayette Jeff returned a lot of their players from a year ago, and they were a high-scoring offense. And you held them to, 7?
Yes.
So you got to know that this defense for Bishop Chatard is for real because of the speed they have, those linebackers. They always have good linebackers, and they get to the football very quickly. So I think what you saw from the defensive side is the real deal here tonight.
You talk about Lafayette Jeff, they only scored 7 points last week. They've already scored 14 points this week playing Maryville. Maryville and them are tied at 14. We'll run down some scores for you. We'll have the grill trivia questions. The girls are performing first, and then they'll come up. And then we'll interview Laura Rogers, and we'll have an interesting interview with her because she is going to have many hats this year on IndianaSRN. We are thrilled to death to have her on our crew. She's an excellent coach, by the way. If you want to play lacrosse, play for her. She may yell at you.
I thought she retired. Are you retired yet?
She has retired. No.
You mercenary? We'll take a timeout. Halftime report coming up right here on IndianaSRN.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
I'm Randy Stegemuller with Class 101. Students want to go to college, they want to find that dream school, and that's what we're here for.
The confidence your child feels is beyond what you imagine you're going to get out of it.
I love that I get to work with students from middle school all the way through high school.
Whatever it may be, I know she's there.
We're making sure that when the package is put together at the very end and we apply to a college, that they rise to the top of the list.
How can you not sign up?
It is. That happened to be this week. Okay. We're back at halftime. As you see the score 28-0, Chatard over Leo. Joined us this year in the booth doing many games with volleyball and football is Laura Rogers. She coaches and coached lacrosse many years. And welcome to official to the team.
Thrilled to be here. So great to be at Bishop Chatard and not have to face Bishop Chatard. So good to be here as a fan of the game and not have to take on these Trojans.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your history of the game and all the things that brought you to the booth of IndianaSRN.
So I'm proudly here representing the Indiana girls lacrosse community. We are 25 years strong, the sport of girls lacrosse here in the state of Indiana, and I've been privileged to be in the game in some capacity every step of the way. First as a broke college kid, officiating games, and then was proudly on the staff at Zionsville Community High School for 16 years. And now I've stepped back and get to do some more broadcasting and some more officiating and work with the youth and just stay involved in this wonderful game that we love.
We talk across, Lord, talk about the health of the game.
Oh, it's growing almost faster than we can contain it. The youth side is going super strong, so if you have any interest in coming out, officiating, coaching, lacrosse, much like girls flag football, is on the rise, and we need all hands on deck.
Yeah, flag football is huge. The season, I think, started last night. a lot of games going on. It's a lot of fun watching these kids play.
As a teacher, it's so neat. So not only do I have my male, but my female students wanting to tell me about their football game. I know that the gals that I coach are going to be on the field at the Colts pregame tomorrow, being featured for flag football. So shout out to the Colts and the NFL and everything they've done to launch girls flag football here in the state of Indiana.
When we come back, we'll have the grill questions with the cheerleaders, and Laura can help you, ladies. Don't worry. And here's the cool thing. If you get them all right, you get nothing. How about that? We'll take a break. We'll have the questions here in just a second.
Utterly shocking sensation of being on a business trip where everything goes right. Backed up by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Feel the advantage. Feel the Hamptonality.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
The grill questions of the day, the grill, and then McCordsville, great food. Try the steaks. Name and year you're here.
Hi, I'm Macy. I'm a senior here at Chatard.
What's your favorite hobby, Macy?
My favorite hobby is probably playing lacrosse, doing cheer, and shopping with my friends.
Oh, you're a lacrosse player.
I am, yes.
You're a state champion.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, very fun.
Shout out to your coach.
Yes.
We had that game on SRN.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Laura called it.
It's so exciting. It was awesome.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
How many downs are in a series in football?
4.
Very good. Number 2, how many quarters are there in football?
Also 4.
That's right. You want to change headsets real quick? Okay. So easy. Grill question, so easy. Spin around. There you go. Name and year.
Oh, I'm Ruby. I'm a senior at Chatard.
What's your favorite hobby?
Cheer and best buddies.
Do you play lacrosse?
I do not play lacrosse.
Do you play basketball?
No, I do tennis.
Is that a sport?
Tennis is a sport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, here we go. Ready? How many minutes are there in the high school football game?
The whole game?
Yeah, no, minutes in a quarter.
Oh, in a quarter?
12. Very good. Okay, but she had to look for help. And what is the best food in Chatard's snack bar?
In the concessions over there?
Yep.
Probably the pretzels, yeah.
Okay, you can't miss it. So, what's so special about Chatard High School? What makes it so special for you?
Probably just the community. Like, you can see all the students down there. Everyone's out supporting the sports and going all out for the themes and just cheering for everyone and, like, supporting all of their peers and any activities that they choose to pursue.
What was the talk that 59 was doing the game of the week? Was there excitement about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
there
geared
was.
up for that? Okay,
Yeah.
Good answer. What's your favorite thing about cheerleading? Because I noticed that you guys dance, you cheer, you wear cowboy hat, you do all kinds of themes. Talk about those themes that you do during the school year.
Yeah, so for cheer, we dress up, we try to go on themes. For it's country, so we have like pigtails, and all the students dress up too. Our student council and our student section leaders get to pick our themes, and the students just really go all out for it and include everyone and make sure that everyone's on theme.
This has got to be the best tailgate there is, right? Don't you think so?
Yes.
I don't know how many hamburgers you had today, but I had 2, so that's pretty good. Tell people to get out there and support Chatard.
Yeah,
Right?
come out, support Chatard. We have the best tailgate, the best half times from the cheerleaders.
And you guys did good in trivia.
Yes, we did great in trivia.
You want to thank the grill? Say thanks,
Yes,
grill.
thank you.
Okay, everybody wave. We'll be back right after this.
It's really important to us that we show hospitality to all of our guests, and it starts right when they come in the front door. We spend a lot of time making things from scratch. Our menu has tremendous variety on it with everything from fresh cut steaks, but seafood, chicken, pork, sandwiches, salads, you name it, we have it. We're thrilled to be here. We have such belief and faith in the vibrancy of this community.
We thought this was a great opportunity for us to be in the town of Whitestown, given its growth, given the demographics are exploding here. We wanted to get in here and make sure we had something good for you guys.
Sour cream only there for you.
We know that more and more people are moving here and settling down here and raising families here. So, yeah, we're thrilled to be here.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you can be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Brian Chrisman joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. Donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, and which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation, or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler Mission. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner. Come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
That's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For IndianaSRN, this is Keith Myers.
Back here at halftime, the Grill halftime stats. Here we go. First off for Leo, they ended up rushing the football for just 13 total yards in the first half. They were 4 of 11 in the passing department for 69 yards. So they finished with 82 yards of total offense in the first half. 4 penalties for 35 yards and 7 first downs. For the Trojans tonight, of course, Daniel Adams, the big story in this one, 15 carries, 209 yards. They ended up carrying the football 18 times, 256 overall, 6 of 9 in the passing department for 59 yards, 315 yards of total offense, only 2 penalties for 15 yards, and 14 first downs in the first half of play. Laura Rogers takes over for Coach Adams, and you're going to get a look at Daniel Adams and some of the runs he had in the first half. Just an incredible first half.
I mean, I'm thinking ahead. If I'm Ron Colley next week or Cathedral the week after this, I'm sitting watching film going, how do I solve a problem like Daniel Adams?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're going to have to find a way because he's not done yet. I'm sure he'll get a few more carries in the second half. And we probably look back at the first half for Leo. I don't know how much the game would have changed, but you can't shoot yourself in the foot as many times as they did and expect to come out with a win.
Coming off the bus, they had that nice first drive, again, gained about 70 yards, and then had that untimely hike over the head of the quarterback, and it's just been a little bit downhill from there. But if I'm Leo, you got to think, I'm headed home, headed back into conference play next week, so what can I do the next right thing to build momentum into week 3?
One thing about it is, remember, now the Trojans are going to get the football to begin this third quarter, so their thought process is, let's go down, score, get the extra point, make it 35, and then you got a running clock.
And then at what point do you not show your cards for the future, right? You got, like I said, 2 rivalry games coming up after this, so it'll be interesting to see if Coach Doyle just sticks to the ground game or if he tries to air it out a little bit, a little variety, and save those legs.
By the way, we'll keep you updated on some of the scores going on. I know you will have a bevy of them coming up in the second half. Some surprises, I'm sure, and some other games that kind of going really according to script as we're about ready to finish out week 2 of this Indiana high school football season. So deep will be Daniel Adams, one of 2 players that are deep now for the Trojans. See how they'll attack here to begin this third quarter. Our Fox 59 Now game of the week. And there will be a return from the 5 and a good host of blockers here to the near side. 30, 35, 40, 45 and near midfield. And a nice return by Jax Guidry. And that's a good way to set things up to begin the third quarter.
I mean, in the game of field position, Bishop Chatard is definitely in the driver's seat tonight, and a nice 45-yard return to start off this third quarter. You just can't beat it.
By the way, tonight's game brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. So here we go, period number 3. Harrison Odom didn't have to throw the football a whole lot in the first half. 6 of 9, as we mentioned, for 59 yards. With the running attack doing exactly what they did last week in their win over Lafayette Jeff. 1st and 10 football at the 49. Play action. Stepping up will be Odom, and Odom will go down after a gain of a couple.
Leo did a nice job there in the backfield, quarterback scampering, but nothing really open. Fortunate to get right back to that line of scrimmage to bring us to second down.
And we'll put that football at the 49-yard line. Julio Graves has been in the act in the passing department, as is Cam Harden. Brooks Haynes, who had that big game last week, hasn't been as much of a factor tonight. Really don't use the tight end Swickheimer as much as maybe other offenses would, but he's a good blocker as a tight end. Here's Adams up the middle. Adams dives ahead very close to the first down. I think he went down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, Leo had the box packed in, but still just no answer for Daniel Adams.
And he hits that hole very quick.
And I'm just still blown away by, pound for pound, the amount of yards he's putting out tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, what did they list him at? 170. He's well packed in at 5'6".
And don't we lie up usually in football
Yes,
and basketball? You know, your basketball height versus your football poundage.
That's right. Adams gets the call again, and he does a really good job of finding that open hole. He's going to get the first down, marking him at about 38-yard line.
Yeah, just enough for the first down there to move the chains for the Trojans, but lots of heavy, frequent feedings here. Daniel Adams up the middle.
When we get an opportunity, we'll talk about what games we have coming up next Friday night. We have, in fact, our first full weekend of high school football and college football on Saturday of next week here on IndianaSRN. It'll be 1st down and 10. Again, football at the 38. Adams will stay in as the lone setback. They'll stack trips left. Play action again. Odom to throw, and that's going to be off the mark, intended for Julio Graves. Here's next week on Friday, Greenfield Central, Mount Vernon. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff time on that one. Pendleton Heights and Kokomo. That'll be another 7 o'clock kickoff. Then Purdue Poly at Covenant Christian. Those are 3 high school games coming up on Friday night.
Yeah, excited to get the college game rolling again. We talked earlier about the new landscape of college football and how these mega conferences soon will maybe be 2 conferences again, and the semi-pro aspect for it. So excited to get that season underway.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. Odom to throw. Flag is down. This will go against the Trojans. Odom will head to the sideline, stays on his feet, and then wisely goes down. No gain there. And now we'll wait and sort out the penalty. My next door neighbor before I moved is Sean Fox, who is a highly recruited defensive linebacker at Warren Central. Talked to his mother yesterday, and he is probably going to open up his recruiting again. He committed to Kentucky, but Georgia and Texas are really going after him big. And Texas is going to fly him and his mom down there because I think they play Ohio State in their first game. So he gets to go down and see that game.
It is amazing. I had the opportunity to teach Theo Schott, one of the top tight ends in the state of Indiana, out of Zionsville Community Schools. And he has his pick of the whole nation.
Yeah.
And it's just wild how that happens to our local kids. Shout out to both of those young men for all their hard work.
So swing pass here to the near side. Adams gets the block. Back to the inside. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet. He's at the 10, the 5, into the end zone, and another score. This one, the pass play from 43 yards out. And the Trojans now lead at 34-0. Well, you can even throw him a pass and he'll find a way to score it. That's his 4th touchdown of the night.
You can try to contain him. If we get the replay, we'll see the number of broken tackles. I think at least 4 different Lions had a hand or maybe even the tail of the shirt for Daniel Adams, but it does not matter. His 4th touchdown on the night.
Now over 250 yards of total offense tonight by Daniel Adams alone. Now take a look at this one, and you break this thing down in slow motion. Watch this.
Nice little flare pass out to the right in the open. 1 little extra block in the back there maybe that they got away with. 2, 3, 4.
And then you just get in the way, right?
And then turns that, gets those hips going north-south for his 4th of the evening.
Wow. Well, the mercy rule is now in effect at 35. So we will have a running clock no matter what the rest of this game.
Makes you want to go back and ask the coaches at St. Michael back in the CYO cadet days. Did they know this was going to happen?
I bet they had an inkling, right? Hey, guess who we have coming for you? You know, he played a lot as a sophomore.
Okay.
And last year, he even got better, you can tell, but he's really good now. I mean, you can tell.
Breaking out in the senior year, no better time to do it. Coach Keith is pumping it up, said weight room, weight room, weight room. Key to success is in the off season. And Adams is showing that today.
Were there weight rooms when you played, Coach? I didn't think so.
They had concrete blocks.
Is that what it was?
And milk jugs filled with sand. And you curled those and you liked it.
That's right. Fumble on the kickoff, and boy, they got lucky that time as Isaiah Detmer almost gave it up deep in their own territory.
Chatard Gunners looked like they had a piece of it. Leo fumbling that initial catch. Chatard got a hand on it, but the Lions are able to fall on it. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Is it the Aspen Creek Grill player of the game? You'll be naming that, by the way, at the end. That way, if the people don't agree with it, they have to contact you, not me.
Do we get to go to dinner with Daniel Adams?
Do we?
Does he get a steak?
Does he get a steak?
Do
No.
I get a steak?
No.
There is no steak involved.
Nothing.
But shout out Daniel Adams.
Yes. Play action. Marquardt to throw. Off balance. The catch is made at about the 25-yard line. Chase Heim will make the stop, the safety. Covenant Christian now leading Shortridge 27-7 in the 3rd. Bloomington South leading Martinsville 41-7 in the 3rd. Merrillville is trailing Lafayette Jeff at halftime 28-21. And Eastern Hancock is shutting out North Decatur 62-0.
Ooh, who made them mad?
I don't know. Must have been talking about their mother or something like that. Flags will fly. And the penalty against the Trojans.
They're hype.
They are.
They're nowhere to go.
You're going to see some different names in there here pretty soon.
Do they still call it encroachment when the defense does it? Because I love that term. Offsides is so blasé,
bland,
but encroachment.
Yeah.
Something bad's happening.
They will.
Something bad's happening.
You go down there next time and tell them that's what you want to hear.
I would love that.
Encroachment.
5-yard penalty. Repeat the down. Let's go.
Clock will continue to tick here in the 3rd. Leo down by 35. High snap. Marquardt able to bring it down. Good coverage downfield. Still looking for someone to be open. Here they come. And Marquardt able to get away and will slide at the 35-yard line. And then we have some extracurricular activity at about the 43. Tanner Sparks getting hooked up that time with Landon Kinchy.
Marquardt doing a nice job buying some time for his receivers, but the blue was all over the white on that one. Marquardt was clever to squeak out 4 on that before the slide.
You have to be impressed, though, with this defense, the quickness they have to close the coverage first off, but then able to close that gap down on the run.
Yeah, I'm not sure Leo saw this type of speed last week, so at first-year quarterback adjusting to this level.
Marquardt will roll and throw, has his man near the 49-yard line and driven out of bounds, and a late flag, and this will go against Tanner Sparks, the sophomore outside linebacker.
Nice little pitch and catch there by Leo, finding the receiver open on that far right side. But again, Chatard is juiced up, but you got to know when to hold back. That's a penalty you don't need right now.
Yeah, and you always try to use that as a learning experience. Let's pretend this game is 7-0 instead of 35, right?
Sometimes it's when you get this way, it's hard to coach that adrenaline where you don't want to make stupid mistakes that might become habits in the future.
And by the way, Tanner Sparks, just a sophomore. He will learn, and I'm sure that the linebackers coach will let him know the first chance he gets.
I think a couple blue polos might have something to say about that, but
first down and 10. And they'll run the football, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go, but honestly a fairly clean game tonight. Not a lot of penalties and none of those. It doesn't say that's our first really extracurricular penalty, no targeting, anything like that. So a few offsides and a few holds here and there, but all in all, not a lot of flags on the field tonight.
By the way, that run was by Braxton Merida, 5'7" senior. Trips to the near side. It'll be second down. We'll call that last one a loss of a yard.
Looks like Marquardt's calling an audible, checking his wrist, changing it up here.
And a quick look as he rolls to his right, fires downfield and missing the potential reception. And there's a whole bunch of new names in here right now. That's going to be Bo Swartz.
Looks like number 6, Noah Storenta, in the game. Almost had a piece of that for the interception after the miss. 3rd and 11 for the Lions.
So trips to the near side, 3rd and 11. We've made it under 4 minutes here in the third. All Trojans here tonight. They'll keep an eye on that East Central game as they play New Pal this evening. The run by Merida. When the polls come out Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday, the Trojans may be number 1 in 4A in all the polls.
I noticed they were also 10th in the Super 25 that does not take division. So 6A, 5A, 4A, everybody, Chatard still in the top 10.
By the way, Lawrenceburg is leading Greenfield Central 24-13, and Indian Creek now leading Heritage Christian 49-7. We saw that Indian Creek team last year. Handoff, not much this time. On the carry, 23, Noah Workman.
Looks like we're going to have some fresh hands in at quarterback. Number 5 coming in for the Lions.
So is that going to be Merida now playing quarterback?
Nope. Marquardt coming in. Looks like he's in the slot. Fooled me on that one.
There you go. Yep, it will be Marquardt will stay in. Merida is the lone setback. Marquardt to throw. Ball caught on the far side. On the reception, number 6, Bo Swartz. But it's going to be 3rd down. Again, running clock here in the second half with a 35-point lead. Tonight's game brought to you by KOA Indianapolis. Make your next trip a family adventure. KOA offers camping fun for all ages. KOA, where family memories begin. Trips to the near side, 3rd down. Marquardt will take the high snap, the handoff. It looks like Merida again. And he's going to be shy of a first down by about 3 yards.
Just a handful of yards there, a little more pushing and shoving in that box. 4th and 7. Leo says, why not? Let's roll those dice.
Might as well, right?
We're on our end of the field. Got nothing to lose. Let's see if we can punch one through here.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Still 16 on the play clock. It'll be 4th down and 3. Maria to the lone setback. So apparently Woods and Detmer at least done for the night in the running attack. Marquardt looking left, goes right, lofts it in the air. Is it caught? Yes, for the first down. On the reception, Landon Kinchy. And they're inside the 10, so an opportunity here for the Lions to get on the board.
Kinchy with a nice little toe tap there on the far side to keep the drive alive for the Lions. On the north side here in the metro area, great game going on. Westfield 28, Carmel 21 in a battle of 6A powerhouses.
2 top 3 teams really in every poll there is. Handoff. Marita on the carry, gets pushed back. See if they'll give him forward progress, maybe a yard. Jagger Guidry, one of the 2 tacklers in there, along with Tanner Sparks, the other linebacker.
If your name is Jagger Guidry, are you required to play football?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
If that is your name, I think your destiny, football, wrestling, that's going to be in lights somewhere.
Has to be, yeah.
Leading the Trojans tonight on the defensive side, for certain.
And that should do it. I don't think they're going to play off here. That's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll head to the 4th. Trojans lead at 35-0.
From game-winning touchdowns to buzzer-beating thrillers, this is where local sports live. Multi-camera action, expert analysis, every hit, sweep, and highlight brought straight to your screen. Don't just watch the game, experience it live, anytime, anywhere. IndianaSRN, Central Indiana's leader in live sports.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Back here at Bishop Chatard, we have college football getting underway next week. North Park and Franklin College. Of course, Coach and I will be there for that one. That is a 1:30 kickoff time, and then we'll stay in the HCAC with DePaul and Rose-Hulman. That is a 6:30 kickoff time from Terre Haute. Sean Kroll and Jarrett Lewis are on that one.
DePaul undergoing a massive football and athletics renovation right now.
Are they?
Yes. Good things ahead for the Tigers.
Low throw and a big-time hit on quarterback Luke Marquardt. And he felt every bit of that hit.
Yeah, the Monon Bell game being played off-site for the first time ever this year up at Ball State.
Oh,
due to the construction. So the Little Giants of Wabash and the Tigers of DePaul headed to Muncie for their annual showdown.
That'd be fun. Declan McAllister laid the hit that time on Luke Marquardt.
Pass just short. Chatard got a couple of fingers on that, but already on the turf.
3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Marquardt, little razzle-dazzle here. The pitch to Klopfenstein. He will head to the end zone, and he gets in for the score. And Leo is on the board on the pitch to Jackson Klopfenstein, and it's now 35-6.
Klopfenstein with the old playground loopity-doo end around with the dive for the cone that everybody practices in the backyard to put Leo on the board here in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can tack on that extra PAT.
Leo Zink will attempt the extra point. And the kick is on the way, and it is good with 10:31 to go, 35-7. Take another look at the score.
Fakes to the left, up top, end around by Kloppenstein. Nice block there in the backfield, up and just enough of the nose of the football.
I don't know.
Generosity.
Yes,
Generosity never goes out of style, Troy.
Well, we're going to get a good look at it right here.
Let's check out the great camera work. Ooh.
Close.
That knee might have been down, but
I thought he went down before the. But
we are far away.
Yes, it's a game of angles.
We are leaving it to the pros. The Lions are on the board with 10:30 remaining in the fourth.
By the way, tonight's game brought to you by Wheeler Mission, providing food, shelter, and hope to neighbors in need while helping transform lives throughout central Indiana. And the Drumstick Dash will be right on our doorstep coming up in November.
Do you dash, Troy?
I dash.
You rise early.
I do.
And coach, too.
Yeah, he is. He said that last year. He said that the last 2 years he was going to.
You rise early in the morning.
Yes.
Purposely run.
Yes.
And then gorge the rest of the day?
Yes.
Okay.
And watch football, yeah.
You know what? But Wheeler Mission's for a fantastic cause. Can I pay them not to run?
Yes, you can.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes. That's what he does.
We love Wheeler Mission. I'm not anti-running, but in my household, that's a day for the Chicago Bears and a nice steak.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Just let that ride.
You know, and the thing is about Keith.
Should we make a IndianaSRN running team?
We should.
Will there be singlets?
Yes.
Fantastic.
But he's got to participate this time. Well, I'm going to do it this year.
Not sure that's safe for TV. Here we go. Bishop Chatard ball.
Uh-oh. Short kick return to the 40. All I know is I've heard that song and dance for several years in a row. I'm going to be there for that one. And then when it shows up, I don't see him anymore.
I will be awaiting the video evidence.
Yeah, me too. Thousands and thousands of runners and walkers and people that are pushing carts and costumes and everything else.
Dressed as turkeys sometimes.
Yeah. And other things, too, by the way.
Fantastic. Holiday spirit for a great cause for the folks down at Wheeler Mission.
Exactly. First down and 10, football at the 40. Again, if you just joined us, running clock here in the second half as the Trojans, a lot of second-teamers in the lineup now. We'll pick them as we go. On the carry that time was Owen Cox, a senior running back. Good enough for 8 yards.
Cox, another powerhouse at 5'7", 150. I'm beginning to judge my own physique at this point.
Me too.
I think I need to hit the sleds maybe a little more, work on my quickness, as these guys are bringing it tonight.
There is a timeout on the field. Looks like we have an injury. Number 57 there for the Lions. A little shaken up. Dre Johnson, a sophomore.
Seems to be okay. Checking the stands. I've never seen so many Cowboys in Broad Ripple, as it's
quite a few, huh?
Western Cowboy theme here tonight. Student section looking great, but can't say I've seen that many cowboy hats this side of Kessler Avenue in quite a while.
I just wish they would have given you the memo, because you said that you would have dressed as a cowboy tonight if you'd have known.
I own boots. I have a degree in agriculture.
Yeah.
I don't fear the flannel. I think I could participate.
I do too. We'll try to get you the dress up for next time.
Let's see what it is.
Second down and 2. We'll get you the new quarterback as well. Here for the Trojans, number 10, Graham Walters. He is a junior. On the carry once again was Owen Cox. Leo, by the way, next week they'll be home against Norwell as they will open up conference play. And for Bishop Chatard, you already made a reference to that, at Ron Colley next week.
And then home the weekend after that, we'll be back here for the Cathedral game. And I heard a rumor those two schools don't care for each other.
I've heard that too.
So stay tuned to IndianaSRN.
And
that'll be a great evening.
Generally a sold out both sides when those two teams get together. That should be a first down.
Number 40 Ashrin Amrine, junior tight end out of St. Simon, with the carry.
Everybody getting some playing time, and AC shows up. No, you don't want me to say that? Anthony Carter. First down and 10. And they'll run it again. It'll be gain of about 4.
Owen Cox, the ball carrier.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by The Grill. They believe every family deserves first-class service. Enjoy a meal served with care, comfort, and a smile. They're located in McCordsville. Like more information, give them a call, 317-336-4700. Coming up on 7 minutes. Here comes the rush. And that'll be Walters will take off and get the first down.
Bishop Chatard keeping the chains moving with the ball here on the ground and the clock running. Just under 7 minutes to play. Getting some fresh legs and some fresh looks, maybe hiding those cards a little bit from the Rebels and the Irish in the next 2 weeks coming up. Over on the west side, we've got your Avon Orioles 14, Ben Davis Giants 6. Another clash of some 6A teams.
First down and 10. Player of the game will be announced when we are done, as the Trojans run the football once again. No mystery here as Owen Cox on the carry.
Leo doing a nice job packing in that middle tackle box. Not much real estate to go. Second and 10 for the Trojans.
So where do they have you somewhere? I know you and I have volleyball on Thursday. Do you doing football next week, or?
I'm going to rest up, and then you and I are going to be right back here. We should probably stay. If you talked about how bad the parking and the crowd is, we should probably come early and get set for that Cathedral Chatard game. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, needless to say, when they get together, you start looking at the amount of people in this stadium. Graham to throw toward the end zone, and it's going to be caught for the score. Not sure how he was able to get that one in, but he did. Number 80, Noel Venice, the junior, just took it away from the defender for the touchdown.
Well, this broadcaster was fooled. Dollars to Donuts. I thought number 2, Gavin Tresh, had that interception, and that right at the last minute yanked it down for the score to put the Trojans up at the 41-point mark with just 5 minutes left remaining in the fourth quarter.
So now the extra point attempt.
Junior kicker 96 Henry Kaplan in for the PAT to make it an even 42-7.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Shocking sensation of being on a business trip where everything goes right. Backed up by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Feel the advantage. Feel the Hamptonality.
Back once again, and pretty much a sold-out Bishop Chatard, 42-7. And down their last 4:45. Don't forget, our poll will come out Sunday. See, we beat everybody to the punch in our high school football polls. We don't wait till work week. We work on the weekends.
And you're a voting member.
Yes.
They covet your opinion.
Yes.
Troy Daragowski.
Yes, they do. All 25 of our voters. Nice run on the return across the 40. Take a look at the score as Detmer on the return.
Great little scamper, and as we say, just takes this ball away from the Leo defender. Looks like a possible INT. Both go up at the same time, and at the last minute just rips it out, in and down for the score. What was that you said about the weight room earlier, Coach?
Yeah. Got to get in the weight room.
Those hours in the summer begin to shine on nights like this.
You know, to be a really, really effective broadcaster, you should be in the weight room now, because I'm in the weight room a lot. 4 times this week I was in the weight room. 4 times, Coach. How many times have you been in the weight room this week? 0? We're going to get you in there, though, eventually. So Leo will bring Mason Chapman in as the backup quarterback.
Grabs about 4 yards on the far side. Will there be a bench off between broadcasters?
There should be.
And is it based on weight class, or is it just level
just
playing
level just
playing
like that
field?
one poll you talked about.
Okay,
we're all in one thing.
We're all the same voters.
Yes.
In the same competitive class.
I have seen some of our broadcasters, and they haven't picked up a weight in years.
I have so many things to say that I am not. Leo with the football.
Throws that one away. In fact, the first time I saw him was our meeting at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And I try to sit away from him because it's not fun to look at. One of them was leading the group. Hey, I got a game to do here. Don't be bugging me. Yeah, we got a neighbor here.
We got some fun reports coming in tonight.
He has his big screen TV on just behind us, and he has this game on.
I got a shot of an old colleague watching the IndianaSRN. Proud Bishop Chatard graduate, has the Trojans, and then the Indiana Fever on the split screen. Yeah. I'll share the screen with the Fever. Absolutely.
No
Go
kidding.
Fever.
There you go.
Playoff bound Indiana Fever.
Were they winning?
I'm working, Coach. I'm trying. I can't do it all. I can't do it all.
He'll get it for you.
All right, Coach is going to check on the Fever for us, and Leo's going to have the ball 3rd and 7 with just 2 minutes left in this ball game.
I think you should just take it the rest of the way. I'm gonna sit back and watch.
You're tired from your day of leisure.
Tired. I'm
tired from his day of leisure.
Yes. 109 to 86.
Wow.
With 1:39 to go. So I'm assuming the Fever are winning that game. Yeah, I'm a little tired right now. You know, when you own a piece of the Celtics and you got to keep up with the stocks and all that, I get tired.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in the booth with an actual full-time day job.
Yeah, you probably are.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, just checking. But we're finishing this game strong.
Hey, we didn't get into broadcasting to work. Come on.
Here for the camaraderie,
the
Trojan tailgate.
And the food, yeah. All right, down to a final minute 15 as you see Chapman. We shy the first down, so they will not get to the 46, and it'll be turned over on downs.
Turnover on downs, 1 minute left to play. Let's see if Chatard is content to take a knee and send this one home, or if they're going to squeeze out one more run for some of these reserve players.
And you'll be naming the player of the game, so that is the Aspen Creek Grill player of the game. So get ready for that, because I'm pretty sure that people are on the edge of their seat waiting, not knowing who it might be.
If I go to Aspen Creek Grill and say that I chose the player of the game, will there be appetizers?
Well, you do that, and then you just drop his name, and you'll get the whole meal.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
Keith Myers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Should be the final play of this one here tonight. And let's go ahead and name our Aspen Creek Grill player of the game. Would you like to go ahead and give it a shot?
I mean, I have two hands, and I was able to count at least 4 touchdowns tonight for Daniel Adams. Just phenomenal. Water bug, we talked about his size to weight ratio, scampering, really hard to bring down. Lots of busted tackles, unofficially likely 200 yards on the night. He had over, 150 at halftime. So he is definitely our Aspen Creek Grill player of the game. 4 touchdowns, hard to top.
It is, and they kind of took advantage of all the mistakes early by Leo. Shot themselves in the foot a lot, and you can't do that against good football teams, and that's in any sport, as you know.
But again, got to tip our hat to Leo. There was no give up. There was no quit in this team. They were able to come back and score here late in the third quarter. So a lot to look forward to for these Lions. They do fall to 1-1. They were receiving votes last week in the 4A poll. So
that's right.
A lot of Leo Lion believers out there. So we wish them luck headed into conference play next week.
And by the way, for those of you that want to rewatch the game, or maybe you are somebody that's here in the stadium and you can go watch the game on IndianaSRN at any time, free of charge, on demand, no matter what time you want to do it. So we'll look forward to that. And yes, I did the disclaimer early, so I think we've covered all our business, right? All right, final score once again. Bishop Chatard 42, Leo 7. Thanks to the entire crew, as always. A great job here at Bishop Chatard. We'll see you next week right here on IndianaSRN.